What is up, everyone? It's your favorite former U.S. international, Jimmy Conrad, and I'm honored to be your host all season long for this new weekly show called LaLiga Zone, where I will bring you all of the top stories and highlights from Spain's top division. But not only that, I'm going to be bringing you in-depth stories on all of the clubs and what makes each of them special. And then, of course, we're going to spend some time off the field to learn more about Spanish culture. And finally, I'm going to be teaching you some fun Spanish words that you need to know anytime you want to watch a La Liga match. It's going to be grandioso. However, since La Liga hasn't officially started yet, it begins this upcoming weekend, it gives me the opportunity to do a little preview for you on how I believe the season is going to go, especially as it pertains to who is going to win it all. And out of respect, we're going to start with the defending champions first, Barcelona. Because even though their core players of Leo Messi, Luis Suarez, Sergio Busquets, and Gerard Piqué are a year older, so are some of their talented youngsters like Ousmane Dembele and Artur. So we should all expect even bigger things from these younger players this season. And then if we add in new signings, Frenkie de Jong and Junior Firpo, who was one of Real Betis's real stars last season, to go along with Jordi Alba and Marc ter Stegen, who are in their prime years as players, this looks like another season where Barcelona are one of the contenders to win it all, especially since Barcelona's biggest rivals, Real Madrid, are trying to recapture their previous magic with old but new manager Zinedine Zidane, who took over 2/3 of the way through last season to help Europe's most successful club recover from a bad start and finish in third in the table. But thankfully for all you Madridistas out there, Zidane has had a full summer to make some significant changes to the team, like signing one of the world's best players in Eden Hazard, one of the best strikers and left backs in all of Europe last season, Luka Jovic and Ferland Mendy respectively, and arguably two of the best young Brazilian players playing today in Eder Militao and Rodrigo. So if you mix this talent in with the talent that Los Blancos already have, it could be a very special season for them. Also, speaking of big clubs, the next biggest in Spain that I believe has a legitimate chance to win the league this season is Atletico Madrid. Well, they did something that I never thought, not in a million years, that their manager Diego Simeone would ever do, because it's just not his style, but he did it anyway, and he spent over 100 million euros on one player. So clearly I've been proven wrong, because with the selling of some big names to some big clubs around the world, Atleti had some extra cash to make a splash, and they spent a lot of it on one of the top young players in the world, João Felix, who has looked fantastic in their preseason tour around the world this summer, which so far has elevated the games of the players around him, most notably in Diego Costa and Alvaro Morata. And I expect that to continue, because I got to see Felix play up close in Atleti's super surprising win over Real Madrid in a preseason friendly last month in New York City. And all I can say is, João Felix is the real deal. Also, and maybe more importantly, Felix's ability to play in different positions gives Atleti some flexibility in how they play, so I think that makes them less predictable for their opponents attacking-wise, which should lead to more success. Which means if they can stay on the heels of Barcelona and Real Madrid for most of the season, then maybe, just maybe, they can steal the trophy with a good run of form at the end. Either way, this season of La Liga is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and I cannot wait for it to get started. Also, if you're looking for my predictions, I think it's going to be tight all season long, especially as all three of these clubs look to win other titles too. But I'm going to say that all three will only be separated by 4 or 5 points at the end of the 38 games. And Barcelona is going to be in first, Real Madrid is going to finish in second, and Atleti will just miss out on the top 2 and get third. But I could be wrong. It's happened maybe once or twice before. Now, with all the action going on in the transfer window this past summer, I want to focus on 3 names that you need to pay attention to this season in La Liga. And not the big names on the 3 biggest clubs like Eden Hazard, João Felix, and Frenkie de Jong, because I think we all know that they're going to do well and make a significant impact by setting up or scoring lots of goals. Those are the obvious names. So instead, I want to talk about some other players that have joined new La Liga teams that you need to keep your eye on, and we're going to start with Sevilla's Jules Koundé. And then there is 19-year-old striker and Swedish international Alexander Isak, who was fantastic in Holland last season, scoring 13 goals and notching 6 assists in only 16 appearances while on loan from Germany. And then finally, I'm super intrigued with Real Betis and their move for Nabil Fekir, because the man has been dominating in France for many years, and he makes the move to Spain, and I think they got him for such a good price. I think he could be the best bargain in La Liga history. So we'll see how he performs. And as a special treat, and as a reminder of why La Liga is the best league in the world, let's take a look back at my top 3 goals from last season. And coming in at number 3 is Levante's Jose Luis Morales, who showed some incredible composure as he danced through the box to score this incredible goal. Check it out. And then at number 2, it's Atleti's Thomas Partey, who scored this bombazo against Alaves. And finally at number 1, it is this gem by Iñaki Williams at the San Mames against Sevilla, and it is so good on so many different levels, I can't stop watching it. But that was then, and this is now. So I want you to tell me who you think is going to score the best goal in La Liga this season, so drop your thoughts in the comments. And all right, that is it. We are done. But make sure you tune in next week as I recap all of the big stories and moments from the opening weekend of La Liga while I'm in Mallorca. Yes, I'm going to be in Mallorca hanging out with the club's American owners in their return to the top flight for the first time in 7 years, and it's going to be awesome. Also, you can catch all of the La Liga games on beIN Sports, so make sure you tune in. And if you need to pick a team to follow this season, then hit me up on Twitter at Jimmy Conrad because I'm here to help. And of course, to keep you up to date on all things La Liga all season long. And make sure you follow at La Liga on social media to get all of the good stuff about the best league in the world. I'll see you next week. Un abrazo.